And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is officially time to start Night 2 on the main show here of WrestleMania Night 2 live, and we're kicking it in only the better fashion way to do it than the Money in the Bank matchup for the SmackDown side of things. We saw Monday Night Raw, what they decided to do. We saw Roman Reigns survive that Money in the Bank matchup for Raw. He is the Money in the Bank now. Asuka won her side of things, and she did not wait, though. She cashed it in the last possible moment. She cashed in as soon as Bianca won. Asuka came out, and, well, it was looking like it might have been possible for a failed cash-in, but ultimately, Asuka walks out the Women's World Champion. And now, tonight, with the men's and women's side of things on SmackDown, could we have the same result? Could we have one of the men's superstars do it in the main event of WrestleMania? Could we also see, the winner of the women's side of things on the SmackDown side cash in on Jade, Cargill, or Rhea Ripley tonight? Can't wait to see what the possible outcomes we get. But here comes a former Undisputed champion in his own right, Karrion Kross. Absolutely dangerous. He's a part of the final testament here on SmackDown. Probably wasn't too happy with AOP not able to, get themselves a tag team matchup there last night at WrestleMania. Obviously, SmackDown was a part of the pre-show tag team gauntlet matchup. Akam and Rezar weren't able to make it towards the very end. Braun Strowman and Ricochet did, and they ultimately won the tag team championships. We'll see how it goes for Monday Night Raw side of things, because it's going to get quite interesting here very, very soon, because, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see the Bloodline versus D-Generation X. Yes, you heard that correctly. At first, DIY was the one that survived. All the tag teams were in that matchup. But then The Rock would appear on the board and say, hey, you know what? There is actually one more team you're going to have to go through. You're going to have to go through myself and the Money in the Bank winner. You're going to have to go through Roman Reigns and myself. That's when Roman and Rock would come out with Solo and Paul Heyman. And, well, the rest is history. Rock and Roman picking up the win. Roman spearing Johnny Gargano. I believe Gargano could have, could have gone longer in that matchup. Certainly, I believe Ciampa focused on The Rock instead of breaking up the pinfall attempt, because maybe he was assuming Gargano was going to kick out of that. But nonetheless, the Bloodline do get an opportunity at the Raw Tag Team Championships tonight. Later on here on WrestleMania Night 2, The Rock is the host of WrestleMania Night 2, and if he can pull that out of his hat of tricks, then I can only imagine what this matchup tonight is going to be looking like in that tag team matchup as these guys continue to make their way down in the ring. We just saw Carmelo come out. He was part of that tag team gauntlet matchup last night. Didn't work out in their favor. It came down to Trick Williams, Carmelo, and Braun Strowman and Ricochet. Ultimately, Strowman and Ricochet walked out victorious as now Randy Orton makes his way down to the ring. Could this man walk out with that Money in the Bank briefcase? He didn't have the best showing, unfortunately, on SmackDown, losing to Cody Rhodes, but it feels like really Cody Rhodes is on a whole different level, honestly. And the only times we really see Cody Rhodes lose is ultimately with the numbers game. We saw it there at the Royal Rumble, losing to Finn Balor. And then Cody Rhodes, it came down to himself and Sami Zayn inside of the Elimination Chamber over a month ago. And Cody Rhodes could not keep Sami Zayn down. And we'll see tonight who walks out victorious and walks out with his Money in the Bank briefcase. They could cash in that briefcase tonight in your main event. A night just before the WWE draft. We don't know what the prospective GMs will be picking, ladies and gentlemen. It would be certainly one of the most inconspicuous nights of all time, and one of those unknown nights that all the superstars from top to bottom of each roster, Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, anything is possible. It depends on the direction that these general managers want to take their brand to. And we could see Orton pull it out tonight, grab that briefcase, and go on to hold it on to up to a year. My question is for, Randy, how long would he hold that championship for, or that Money in the Bank briefcase, pardon me. As here comes The Miz. It would not be WrestleMania in Hollywood if it is not having the A-lister, as he is from Hollywood, California. If Miz ends up winning, we are not going to hear the end of it. I guarantee you that, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly Miz, we all know how he plays. Certainly he's going to not only rub it in the face, but he's going to play mind games with whoever is champion. So right now it's Sami Zayn, but he's going to be taking on AJ Styles in the main event later on. And certainly this is a different AJ Styles that we're used to. Something has snapped in AJ Styles, and, well, Sami Zayn is going to have to try to tame that. AJ Styles cost, essentially, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens the tag team matchup. We saw Sami Zayn get taken out in the middle of the ring, and Kevin Owens normally comes in the ring to break it up. Come to find out, we saw AJ Styles attacking Kevin Owens. We saw that exclusive footage, and then after that footage, we saw in live time, we saw AJ Styles taking out Sami Zayn. So it's a thing to behold when we get to that, ladies and gentlemen. It's certainly going to be one hell of a main event tonight. As now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the almighty Bobby Lashley. And for this man, Bobby Lashley, he's definitely had a up and down 2023, but coming up after WrestleMania, he very well could have that Money in the Bank briefcase and could start off very, very fresh. Question is, though, which brand would want Bobby Lashley Almighty? And when you draft Bobby Lashley, you can take the Street Profits and Apollo Crews with you, or you could split them up. It would be the choice of the beholder, the choice of the general manager. Obviously, Bobby wants to have his whole crew with him, but if it's up to the GM, they can split if they want. And especially when you have full rosters from Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT, it's going to be very hard to choose what you want. You got so many legends, you got so many people in the present, you got so many future, WWE legends, WWE superstars that are going to make tremendous impacts. And then, it's like I said, it's just one of those things that it's going to be so difficult for these general managers really to decide. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man that is a multi-time WWE champion, multi-time Undisputed champion, he is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Will Cody Rhodes be able to win the Money in the Bank matchup? This will be his first Money in the Bank matchup. Looking to climb up that ladder, grab that Money in the Bank briefcase, and like we've mentioned, with the winner of this matchup will be able to hold that briefcase for a whole year, all the way until next year's WrestleMania. Cannot wait to see what's going to go down live tonight. There is so much high intensity action. Obviously, this is Money in the Bank matchup, and then you get the women's Money in the Bank matchup later on that consists of Becky Lynch, Tegan Nox, Shotzi Blackheart, Eve Torres, Shayna Baszler, and Nikki Cross. As well as Drew McIntyre from Raw will be taking on the Raw general manager, Shawn Michaels. For Drew McIntyre, he's going to be looking for some revenge. He's going to look to take it to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has made Drew McIntyre's career these last couple months a living hell, and it doesn't help with the rest of the D-Generation X crew. With Braun Strowman, Big E, or not Braun Strowman, pardon me, Braun Breaker, Big E, and Shinsuke Nakamura, with HBK getting Shinsuke Nakamura as the new leader of DX, they have become more and more aggressive. I can only imagine how they're going to look tonight, as now it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we are about ready to start this matchup here. Matchup has officially started. Who is going to walk out with that Money in the Bank briefcase? A match that will change the life of one of these superstars. They get a guaranteed opportunity to challenge for the World Championship or the Undisputed Championship, whatever championship they happen to choose for their respective brand. It's a nice swinging neck breaker, takes down The Miz. Cody now going to be the first one to touch the ladder on this other side, right closest to our camera. Carmelo and Bobby Lashley going on the other side. Cody and Miz going at it. Lashley and Cross, we know that rivalry going back and forth, as now Lashley swinging neckbreaker right on that ladder. Perfect timing for Carmelo Hayes, as now Hayes, oh goodness, didn't realize Lashley was going to move out the way and got himself in a unpredictable moment. As now Orton going to go after Cody Rhodes here. Certainly Orton going to look to maybe beat some more into Cody Rhodes, because obviously Orton didn't get the result he wanted, and honestly Cody Rhodes was a lot better than Randy Orton in that moment on Friday Night SmackDown. And I think a lot of people were expecting the match to be a little bit more competitive. Not saying it wasn't really competitive, but compared to a good Randy Orton Cody Rhodes match, I believe they didn't really touch the surface in that matchup. As Carmelo Hayes looking for that boot, Rhodes saw it coming, and now Cody Rhodes going to go for that front slam, taking down Mr. Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams looked terrific on the pre-show last night, almost making it all the way to the finals, a challenge for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But like we said, Strowman and Ricochet won, and they would ultimately walk out the new Tag Team Champions later on last night. Is now Lashley a dominator to Miz. We know Miz and Lashley had their fair share of rivalries back in the day, especially when they were feuding over the European Championship there on Raw at that time. As Randy Orton carrying Cross going at it. Nice Samoan drop there from Randy. Rhodes now from behind. Going to throw Randy Orton right into the steel steps. And Rhodes telling Cross, hey, I'm about to hit you with this big elbow. Nice maneuver there from Lashley as we continue to see these guys brawl back and forth. Miz going to grab the ladder. Is he going to use it here? Cody Rhodes right there. Miz a little bit faster in exchange, but Cody Rhodes here with a DDT. When Rhodes had him in that position there, I honestly thought maybe we were going to see a crossroads, but looks like Cody may save that when he desperately needs to into this matchup. And now Carmelo and Miz going at it, pardon me. We saw Carmelo and Miz have a rivalry brewing on SmackDown a couple months ago when Carmelo and Trick came over to SmackDown. Miz didn't appreciate that, and well, certainly Miz would take out Trick Williams, and Miz and Carmelo would go at it. Carmelo would ultimately get the upper hand. Carmelo still trying to find that opportunity to take over SmackDown with himself and Trick Williams. We saw a little bit of a preview, like we said, in that tag team matchup. Both those guys worked well as a duo, and I'm really looking forward to them working together, and I can't wait to see what brand they get signed to a part of that WWE draft tomorrow. Before we get to Monday Night Raw, there will be a massive WWE draft from all three brands. And as of right now, we have Shawn Michaels as a spear there from Lashley to Miz. We have Orton now, RKO, everyone hitting all their finishing maneuvers tonight. As Rhodes with the haymakers there to Lashley. Orton wants some more of Lashley. But like we said, Raw's general manager, Shawn Michaels. NXT general manager, Adam Pearce. As well as SmackDown general manager, JBL. As of right now, that is the list. You never know what changes we may see from now to then. But right now, that looks to be finalized at this very moment. Look at Orton giving 2-for-1 specials right there. Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes here at ringside going to look to inflict some damage. That is not going to be feeling too good. And Rhodes takes him out momentarily. Oh, but a big boot there to the right knee of Lashley. I think that was inadvertent. It didn't go to the right superstar, but it ultimately took out a superstar, so it worked out in his favor as a Samoan drop there from Randy Orton. Who will walk out with that blue SmackDown Money in the Bank briefcase, ladies and gentlemen? Certainly going to be a massive, massive night for all this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. It's Carmelo going outside to Bobby Lashley here. Oh, Orton looking to go for an RKO to Cross. Cross saw it coming, and now look at carrying Cross. Oh my goodness! What a lariat as Miz connecting with the yes kicks right to the chest, into that kick to the side of the skull. And just like that, Cody Rhodes is taken out of the equation at this moment. You got three superstars in the middle of the ring going at it for that prestigious Money in the Bank briefcase. Cody Rhodes is busted open now. That will be something that we will have to look forward to in this matchup to see if Cody Rhodes can grab onto that ladder at all and not have any vision issues. And Cody Rhodes saying, hey, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this. His dad, Dusty Rhodes, is certainly going to be a fighter no matter what. It's now Carmelo and Cody Rhodes going to continue to go at it here. But they just run right into each other. Miz going to get the first opportunity here to climb the ladder. Will this be Miz's moment here in Hollywood, California? This could be Miz's moment. Especially from where he's at. It looks like he got 3 of the rungs, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like he may just have a couple more left as Miz pushes down Randy Orton. And now you have him, Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes all by himself here. This could be it. Will this be Carmelo Hayes' defining moment here, ladies and gentlemen? Is this it? Oh, but it looks like inadvertently Cody Rhodes stops the momentum that Hayes had, and just like that, these superstars are going to have to try and grab one more rung. Will Cody Rhodes be able to do it, as now it's time for Tiger Driver 91, turning Carmelo Hayes inside out. And Carmelo Hayes gonna go try, or not Carmelo Hayes, pardon me. Miz and Cody Rhodes face to face here on top. Cross is trying to push them both off, and he does. Hard landing for both. Who is about to win? It looks like Lashley might be busted open. I couldn't really tell from that camera view, as Karrion Kross with the Salcedo suplex, taking down the Miz there, and now down goes Carmelo Hayes to the outside. Cody Rhodes and Karrion Kross gonna go up top here. It's between both of these superstars now. Oh no. No. Cody Rhodes. Oh my god. No. Superplex. Superplex on the damn rope. Turning Kross inside out. Holy smokes. What a maneuver from Cody Rhodes. Kross is down and out. I can tell you that. I don't know how much more they can sustain in this matchup, as Rhodes is being saved by that ladder. It looked like Lashley was trying to take him out of the equation there. And now Rhodes, thankfully he was running for his life there with that Irish whip, because obviously Miz takes out Lashley. Big time takedown there from Cody Rhodes, taking out Miz. Orton taking out of the situation as well. And Rhodes said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to put the ladder in the corner, and I'm going to deal with this situation. Rhodes now from behind, going to take it to Cody Rhodes. Anyone's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to walk out victorious, ladies and gentlemen? As nobody's in the ring, perfect opportunity. So of course, as soon as I say that, Orton and Rhodes back in the ring. Orton from behind. And now spear from Lashley. Spearing Randy Orton inside out. Lashley taking out the Miz there. And now Cody Rhodes going to go after Bobby Lashley. Back and forth we go. Miz now going to focus on Rhodes, as he should. And now, Miz. Oh, what? Perfect. That is perfect from Rhodes. He hurt himself in the process, but ultimately he took out both superstars that they couldn't grab the ladder. That was perfect from Cody. Even though it did hurt him quite a bit, that's perfect from Cody Rhodes. As now Randy saying maybe some trash to Cody Rhodes there briefly, and now all of a sudden we have 4 superstars in the middle of this ring. Kross is all upset right now. I believe he's been busted open. Over the top rope goes the Miz. Hard landing for sure, ladies and gentlemen. And no. Orton, no. Oh my goodness, he just powerbombed him to the outside. And now Doomsday Salcedo suplex on the damn chair. And now Kross. Is Kross gonna do it? No, he's not. Cody Rhodes getting in the ring just in the right time. It looked like it was Kross's match to win there. The matchup continues. Lashley, oh my goodness. He really got real low with that, as a tilt-a-whirl front slam takes down Cody Rhodes. This is the type of Money in the Bank matchup you love to see. All-out warfare. All in the opportunity of becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Now Cody Rhodes gets hit with a snap suplex. He is bleeding like a stuffed pig at this moment. Kross takes down Carmelo. Kross is all by himself here. Maybe it's a good idea if Kross were to take out Carmelo here, he'd be all set here. There's a big boot to the face of Carmelo. Miz and Lashley going at it here at ringside. It's Carmelo pushing him out the way. Nice forearm strike taking down Orton. Hayes takes down Cross again. Anyone's ball game here. You got to focus on the middle of this ring, though. You got Cross and Carmelo Hayes by themselves here. Oh my goodness, Hayes not missing with those strikes, man. Absolutely vicious. Orton talking some trash to Cody Rhodes, telling him to stay down. These guys are just beating the stuffing out of each other, honestly. Seeing so much blood in this matchup here. Nice DDT from Cody Rhodes here. Orton seems like he might be coming after Carmelo Hayes from behind. Orton now with a full Nelson. Maybe, no, he's going to hit him with a variation of a suplex there. Turns him inside out. Cross is in the ring by himself. Lashley realizing that, and he's going to look to get his hands on Karrion Kross here. With a spear! Spearing him in half. Kross is in trouble. Lashley's in trouble, almost getting tossed out of the situation there. Now, Rhodes from behind. Nice variation of a takedown there as well. Who is going to walk out with this Money in the Bank briefcase? Certainly a lot of these superstars have won the big one, despite some of them. Carmelo Hayes has not become a champion on the main roster just yet, as Lashley with a bear hug of sorts. We've seen Orton win the WWE Championship before. We've seen Kross win the Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes, we already know his accolades. Miz is a former European champion, multi-time Intercontinental champion as well. But certainly it's a lot different when you hold the World Championship or Undisputed Championship. It's a whole different championship and a whole lot different responsibilities that come with it. As now Lashley looking to hit the Dominator on the awesome one. Down goes Miz. And now Lashley from behind going to look to inflict some more damage on Kross. Then Alabama Slam takes down Mr. Randy Orton there. Yo, Cody Rhodes looking for a crossroads to Carmelo Hayes. And now Lashley, I think he was looking for a spear. Cody Rhodes is able to block him momentarily. You got Miz feeling himself up here at ringside. Man, everyone, it feels like this match could go anywhere. It feels like, I believe, the rungs that we can see from our camera view, at least it looks like there is one more rung that has to be loosened. And if someone hits that, it is going to be game over. And we're going to see somebody walk out with that Money in the Bank briefcase. But who is it going to be, though? Whose career is going to change for the better as Carmelo Hayes with a home run swing and breaks the kendo stick all over Karrion Kross. And now Carmelo setting up a dangerous maneuver to Kross here possibly. Here comes Carmelo. He gets caught though with a powerbomb from Kross. That may have broken the back of Carmelo Hayes there, ladies and gentlemen. Something to look out for. And he just got hit with a Doomsday Saicedo suplex as well. Now Karrion Kross looking to inflict some more damage. Talking about incoming damage. Cody Rhodes with a Tiger Driver 91. Inflicting damage is part of the game is a DDT on the broken kendo stick. These guys are going to be broken in half after this matchup. But certainly one of these superstars will be feeling a little bit better compared to the rest of the five when they walk out with that Money in the Bank briefcase and be able to cash in anytime, anywhere. Is Randy Orton with an RKO out of nowhere. And now Cody looking to hit a crossroads this time on the Viper. Randy Orton. And now an STO. Oh no, the broken kendo stick. That makes that STO even worse. And now Carmelo Hayes looking to hit a maneuver, but Cody Rhodes decides to connect it on his own self. Randy Orton Kross going it here at ringside. Still to come tonight, we have the other SmackDown Women's Money in the Bank matchup. We'll see who will be able to walk out victorious tonight and have that Money in the Bank briefcase. Could change their career, and not only that, they could cash in the same night like what Asuka did last night in the main event of WrestleMania. It's a big time crossroads, takes out the Miz, and now got buy one get one free. Down goes Kross. Now you have Cody Rhodes and Bobby Lashley going at it. This could be the moment that Cody Rhodes needs right here. This could be his moment. He's excited. He's trying to get this Hollywood crowd behind him. But just like that, gets taken out by Lashley momentarily. Oh my goodness, nice takedown there. Rhodes and Lashley, the last two in the middle of this ring. Oh my goodness. Nice scoop slam right there on the ladder. Who would you guys like to see walk out with the SmackDown Money in the Bank? I believe all 6 of these superstars would be fitting for that Money in the Bank briefcase. Certainly you got some major names that could hold that, but certainly I'd like to see maybe a superstar that has not reached the pinnacle, has not made the top of WWE as champion. And when I think of that, that would be Miz. He has not won a world championship or an undisputed championship in his career yet. Same with Bobby Lashley. And then also Carmelo Hayes. Those 3 superstars have not, as now Cross looking to hit a F10 right there on that vicious ladder, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely vicious. And now Cross, he's just brutal hand strikes right to the face of Lashley. Not more you can really ask for in that situation. In this type of matchup right now, you got to be in the right place, right time. And you got to try to make sure you keep yourself in this matchup as much as you can, especially the longer this matchup goes. These guys have been beaten down, and especially if you're able to get them tossed out outside the ring, try to go climb the ladder and grab that briefcase. But like we said, it's really on the last rung. You can really literally see it floating off that last rung. Cross with it looks like it was a submission hold trying to tap out Bobby Lashley. That will help him out, but it won't win him the matchup here. Orton focusing on Carmelo Hayes, it looked like. And now Miz going to make him pay here. Oh, misses the drop kick. I don't know how he missed that. But now Orton going to look to capitalize here. And now Cross survives. Lashley missing the spear. These superstars, you can tell they're getting fatigued because a lot of times they're not being able to hit the maneuver that they're trying to set out to actually hit. From the RKO and even the spear from Lashley, he missed out on it as well, as now Cross is in the ring all by himself with Carmelo Hayes, and now Miz interjecting himself now. A swinging neckbreaker there from Carmelo Hayes. And I'm not saying that we wouldn't be interested in seeing a man like Orton or Cody Rhodes or even Karrion Kross win the Money in the Bank matchup, but it'd be nice to see someone that has not won a world championship or the Undisputed championship to walk out and get themselves an opportunity of a lifetime. Miz having some trouble here, just moving around. There's a big clothesline. Miz being tossed all over the places. Maybe having some issues here, unfortunately. And now Miz, vicious neck breaker there. All sorts of happenings going on with Miz, trying to figure himself out here. Maybe he can use his superhuman abilities to get himself out of this sticky situation. As now Lashley going to go for a superplex, it looks like, on the outside here to the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes, look at this. The strength, the power takes him down. And now Orton, big time clothesline into the corner. Lashley with these big old haymakers. Orton's thinking about a avalanche RKO to Miz. That might sort out the Miz, possibly. I think Cross is the only one in the ring that possibly could grab the ladder. I don't know what it's going to look like now as a avalanche RKO takes out the Miz. You got Cross and Orton there, and now Rhodes and Lashley. This matchup is all over the place. You don't know what to expect. Now, it looks like Karrion Kross has got himself an avalanche RKO in his future. Orton setting up Kross. 2-for-1 specials on a special night like WrestleMania. Down goes Kross. Rhodes trying to climb the ladder. Can Cody Rhodes do it? No, Rhodes cannot. Orton stops him from doing it. And now Cody. It might be Cody's turn. Cody might be able to climb up the ladder with Randy. Rhodes going up there. Is this the moment? Randy Orton has done it. Randy Orton is your new Money in the Bank winner. He is on SmackDown, and now he can cash in up to a year. It seemed like Cody Rhodes If he was able to get up there a little bit faster, you could tell he was fatigued, but Orton got that last rung just a couple seconds faster, and Orton is your new Money in the Bank. You know, I'm sure Orton will take that loss from Cody Rhodes anytime if he knew he was going to win that Money in the Bank briefcase, and he did it. What a opener, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Orton will cash in anytime, any place, and will he do it tonight in the main event when Sami Zayn and AJ Styles go at it for the Undisputed Championship? What a banger of a matchup to start off. Not only was Randy Orton giving out 2-for-1 specials via the RKO to Miz and Karrion Kross, he was able to outlast 5 other superstars and walk out as the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Cannot wait to see if there's any ramifications of that win later on tonight in the main event of WrestleMania Night 2. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we go to a highly congested feud that has seen D-Generation X take things from Drew McIntyre that literally cost him big-time matches. Not only being in the Elimination Chamber, we saw that taken away, unfortunately, from Drew McIntyre and even Wade Barrett. We've seen over the last couple months Shawn Michaels and this newer version of D-Generation X has gone through superstars, and they don't care if it pisses you off. They are going to do everything that's going to favor themselves up. And certainly, Drew McIntyre is not the type of superstar to just stand around and take it. When Shawn Michaels would lay his hands on Drew McIntyre and even put him through a table via a flying elbow, Shawn Michaels simply said, "Hey, I know you're going to be pissed off about this, and since I'm the one making matches around here, let's have a match at WrestleMania. Mr. WrestleMania himself, Shawn Michaels against Drew McIntyre." And we're going to see that match come to a head tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as there is Mr. WrestleMania Shawn Michaels being accompanied down to the ring by Shinsuke Nakamura. This is going to be a hard-hitting matchup, and certainly for Drew McIntyre, he's going to have to keep an eye on Shinsuke Nakamura so he doesn't try to do anything dirty in this matchup. Hopefully, for everybody's sake, that won't happen, but you never know with D-Generation X. I'm very curious to see how Shawn Michaels feels about the host of WrestleMania Night 2 throwing himself into the fray in that tag team gauntlet on the pre-show. They end up winning that against DIY, and then ultimately, now, later on, for the Raw Tag Team Championships, you're going to see Shawn Michaels' boys, D-Generation X, taking on the Bloodline for those Raw Tag Team Championships. So certainly, I wonder if Shawn Michaels knew anything about it. Obviously, until we talk to Shawn about this, we won't really know. But Shawn Michaels is busy focusing on this matchup. Can Mr. WrestleMania defeat the Scottish Warrior here tonight? Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Here comes McIntyre. Big clubbing blows to Shawn Michaels. Does Shawn Michaels have that one more WrestleMania match left in him? Does he have that WrestleMania moment left in him? McIntyre just throwing around Shawn Michaels like he's nothing at this moment. I think for Shawn right now, he's going to want this matchup to be a lot slower. He's going to want to make this match short and sweet. So if he's able to connect with a sweet teen music out of nowhere and put down Drew McIntyre, that is very well what he will take to make sure this matchup doesn't go too long. And also, Nakamura is going to help out as much as he can in this matchup as well, as now Shawn Michaels gets powerbombed. That sit-out powerbomb, absolutely brutal. Drew McIntyre dominating this matchup from the get-go. Shawn is having trouble. You hate to see it for a WWE Hall of Famer, but ultimately you got to believe Shawn Michaels deserves the beating that he is getting right now, as now Nakamura getting involved. Shawn Michaels from behind, and now big knee to the tailbone. That ain't going to be feeling good. Uh-oh. But there is a rope break. Michaels, like I'm saying, he's trying to end this matchup short and sweet. A little bit of a shoulder bump. Didn't really phase Michaels too much here. And just like that, the hard Irish whip tosses Drew McIntyre out to the outside. I don't look at Shawn Michaels trying to get involved in this matchup, but the referee's holding him back just to make sure he doesn't try to go out there. Obviously, they want this match to end in this ring and no shenanigans at ringside, especially with Nakamura out here. And now Michaels going to focus on that left knee. That is not going to be feeling too good, I can tell you that. And now Shawn going to focus on that lower back. Steel chair on the ring there, being introduced by Shinsuke Nakamura. Looks like the referee has seen it and will get it out of the fray to make sure Shawn Michaels, the Raw General Manager, won't use it. But I bet for Shawn Michaels, he would make sure that, it was all of a sudden changed to a no disqualification matchup, just knowing how Shawn Michaels would be in that situation, I feel. As McIntyre with a big punch to Shawn Michaels there. And again, Shinsuke Nakamura getting involved. These two have wrestled each other before, gone back and forth. And McIntyre's telling him to mind his own business. There's no need for Nakamura to even be out here, but obviously Nakamura knows that he's going to have to be out here to help out one of the best to ever do it, that being Shawn Michaels. And some big old snake eyes. This will definitely not help Shawn Michaels in the terms of having to have that WWE draft tomorrow, just before the Monday Night Raw episode. As now, look at these big knees, the big knees to the lower back there of Shawn. And look at Drew, he's telling him, get your old ass up. But now, you may have woken up, the best to ever do it in a lot of people's eyes, that being Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania. And a Russian leg sweep takes down Drew McIntyre. And now, Mr. WrestleMania going high risk, top shelf, elbow drop to the chest. That is vintage Shawn Michaels. Is this enough? 2. No, a big strong kick out from the Scottish Warrior. Can McIntyre take any more here? He's going for that super kick. And now Michaels, despite missing, he's bringing those big chops to McIntyre, as you have to. You have to bring the fight to a man like Drew McIntyre. Into a Claymore. Claymore out of nowhere. Is this it? Referee, I believe he is taken out, or she's taken out of the equation. Nakamura coming to the aid of Shawn Michaels at this moment. Can't really see what's going on. We can see the shadow, but you can only assume that Shinsuke Nakamura was involved in taking over this matchup. But a Glasgow kiss. Let me get a kiss. Down goes Michaels, and Drew McIntyre is going to inflict some more damage. Gets the countdown, and Drew McIntyre, Claymore, takes down your Raw General Manager. Is this it? 2. No, Shawn kicks out. Shawn has taken 2 Claymores and even a Glasgow kiss. How much more is left? Drew telling Shawn to get up to his feet. But like we said, how much more can Michaels take? He's being resilient right now. I can sure tell you that. As that fallaway slam misses, Shawn able to slip out of it. And now, Shawn Michaels with a Northern Lights suplex there to take down McIntyre. This has turned out to be a better match than a lot of people probably have thought this would go. And look at Shawn. He's saying, hey, I still got it. You're going to have to do a lot more to take me out of the equation. It's a big clothesline, takes down Drew. Shawn looking like he's in phenomenal shape. It took him a little bit to start waking up. But Shawn, it seems like he's going back to his old self, telling Drew McIntyre to suck it. And now we could be moments away from seeing Shawn Michaels walk out with a massive victory. Drew McIntyre getting hit with a flying crossbody over the top rope. That is Mr. WrestleMania there, ladies and gentlemen, for you. Putting everything on the line for this massive, massive moment here. But it shows you how resilient both of these men are. They've taken multiple shots, but it has not been enough. These guys are continuing to brutalize each other. But you got to believe maybe one more Sweet Chin Music, one more Claymore, one more Glasgow kiss, even a Future Shock DDT may put this match away. But you just never know. Is now McIntyre looking for a big power bomb. Michaels gets out of it, and now Shawn swinging neck breaker, absolutely brutal out of nowhere. And oh, it is time to tune up the band. It is time to take out McIntyre, possibly sweet chin music right there to Drew McIntyre. Is that enough to put him away? Referee is in position. 2. McIntyre kicks out at 2.5. These guys are absolutely destroying each other in this match, man. Holy cow. Sweet chin music's future, or I should say claymores right to the face. It doesn't seem like they're putting enough into their finishing maneuvers for them to be able to be put away at this moment. Oh, referee inadvertently in that Irish whip there, but it helped out Drew McIntyre in the long run here. Oh, goodness. Big punch there from Drew. I'm going to look to inflict as much pain as possible. As a warrior is fired up here. Shawn now. That is vintage Shawn Michaels. Here we go. This is vintage HBK. Big time scoop slam there from Shawn. And oh no, here we go. Shawn Michaels, high risk, high reward. Big time elbow across the chest of Drew McIntyre. And here we go, tuning up the band here live at WrestleMania. Could this be it? Is this it? No! Sweet chin music right there to the face. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, takes down Drew McIntyre. Look at this, bam, sweet chin music right there. It was all she wrote. There was no way getting out of that. And Shawn Michaels continuing to show that he will always be called Mr. WrestleMania. HBK with a massive win over somebody that has accomplished so much, and that being Drew McIntyre. Congratulations to the Raw General Manager. Did you guys really think I was going to lose against Drew McIntyre? If you guys actually thought I would lose to Drew McIntyre, you guys are dumb as everybody here in California lives in this stupid, dumb state of yours. And especially all these stupid celebrities here in California. So many bad movies comes out of this stupid state. But I digress. But there's one matter I want to address, and that is The Rock using his ability of being the host by making himself another participant in that tag team gauntlet matchup. He ended up defeating the winners of that gauntlet matchup, DIY, and now he takes on DX in that tag team championship match later on tonight. It is a pretty clever way to get himself on the WrestleMania card, I can tell you that. Especially after he got embarrassed by Bray Wyatt last year at WrestleMania. But now he's in that Raw Tag Team Championship later on. And Rock, I'll tell you this right here, right now. DX will beat you and once again make you a disappointment. And if you're not down with that, Rock, I got 2 words for ya. Suck it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your SmackDown Miss Money in the Bank matchup. 6 women battle it out. Only one can walk out victorious and walk out with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Will it be Nikki Cross? This will certainly be more than likely her last time maybe seeing this superhero type look to herself. Different variation. We've seen it able to win her a opportunity to come out here, and honestly, she qualified. Now, maybe we can try and use that momentum in this matchup. Maybe she can fly all the way up top there, grab the briefcase, and fly away. If she started doing that, then something needs to be checked out, and she probably needs to be drug tested. But I digress. But in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, you have, as you can see, Nikki Cross in this matchup, Shayna Baszler, Eve Torres, Shotzi Blackheart, Tegan Nox, and Becky Lynch. Out of all these women, only Becky Lynch and Tegan Nox, have won championships on the main roster in the terms of women's championships, or even, obviously the Raw Women's Championship on both brands. So this is an opportunity for these other women with the likes of Shotzi, Eve Torres, Shayna, and Nikki Cross to win that Money in the Bank briefcase and be able to cash it in to up to a year, anytime, anywhere, on a Raw, SmackDown, or even on a premium live event. And while this is the SmackDown Money in the Bank briefcase, it very well could change depending on the brand that they will be on. So let's say maybe Shotzi, she wins this matchup, but maybe she doesn't get drafted over to SmackDown. That may be the case. She could get drafted over to NXT, Monday Night Raw, or be highly unlikely, especially if you're the Money in the Bank winner, that you would go undrafted. Because there's only going to be a certain amount of slots open for Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, and everybody that goes undrafted will be allowed to sign to wherever they please. And we'll be able to show you guys the rosters on who signs over to Raw, NXT, and SmackDown once that happens, but obviously we have to get through tonight for the draft to happen. What kind of shenanigans are going to go down tonight? We've already seen, obviously, The Rock now being in that Raw Tag Team Championship matchup against D-Generation X. Shawn telling, essentially, The Rock saying, hey, you know what, I respect what you did, but you're not going to walk out with those Tag Team Championships. And we'll see how it fares later on tonight, though, as here comes the man, Becky Lynch, one of the most accomplished women's rosters, or women's on the roster, I should say, of all time. She has accomplished so much, from being women's champion on Raw, being a SmackDown women's champion, has also been the Undisputed Women's Tag Team Champion with Asuka for quite a bit of time as well, before Asuka would eventually be traded over to Monday Night Raw to deal with Bayley and company. And now it's all sorts of shenanigans are going down, because now Asuka, of all people, is now the Women's World Champion. She cashed in last night at WrestleMania after Bianca Belair finished what she set out to do. That was to beat Bayley in the main event of WrestleMania. And Asuka, like I've said, not even a second or two after winning the matchup, we would see a cash-in. Absolute craziness. And like I said, it threw me off right there. But Asuka honestly seemed like she was gonna lose that after eating a KOD. Bianca was trying to slow her down as much as possible, but Asuka would make sure she would tap out in the middle of the ring. Decisive right there. And I'm looking forward to what we possibly have. And if we have Asuka, Bianca, and even Bayley all on the same roster, I would look really forward to that. I mean, we've seen a bunch of Bianca and Bayley, but now you toss in Asuka into this equation. Holy smokes, you got yourself something building in terms of money for sure. But like we keep mentioning for that WWE draft, it's going to depend on who wants to be drafted over to Monday Night Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Those general managers are going to have to pick, and it won't be easy, I can assure you that. As Tegan Nox makes herself into the ring, we wait for the other women to make themselves known. Here comes a WWE legend in her own right, that being Eve Torres. Like we mentioned before, she has certainly had one of the best reigns in the Divas era years and years ago, over 10 plus years ago. And now we'll look to make it this era right now, her era, and walk out with that Money in the Bank briefcase. Obviously later on we have the Women's Championship on the line on SmackDown side of things, as Rhea Ripley will challenge Jade Cargill in a first time ever matchup. But we could see something like what we saw last night. We could see a cash-in. Could you imagine how screwed up that would be back-to-back nights with a cash-in the same night? As now here comes one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Shayna Baszler. The Queen of Spades looking to submit everybody in this matchup. And obviously when you submit your opponent in this matchup, it won't do anything but, incapacitating them enough to where you can easily climb up that ladder. Certainly Shayna Baszler will do what she needs to do to walk out victorious. I mean, it worked out for Asuka. She's the new Women's World Champion on Monday Night Raw. Could Shayna be Miss Money in the Bank here for SmackDown? This could literally be the moment Shayna breaks out. It's taken a little bit of time for Shayna to really elevate herself to main event status, but obviously with her reign as Women's Tag Team Champion with herself and Ronda Rousey, Ronda had an opportunity to get in this matchup but lost to Nikki Cross. So it's definitely not the best showing for Ronda Rousey in these big time moments. Matchup is officially underway. Who is going to walk out with the SmackDown Money in the Bank briefcase? We saw from SmackDown the Viper Randy Orton may very well has locked himself in for having another championship reign here in WWE. Could it be tonight, later on, in a possible cash-in situation as AJ Styles and Sami Zayn go at it for that Undisputed Championship, as well as Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley later on tonight. First time ever matchup between those women, so certainly a lot to take in tonight. But we have a lot left in the fight tonight, including John Cena and The Undertaker one-on-one contest. Two legends battling it out in The Undertaker's last matchup here at WrestleMania. And just the last match in general, is Tegan Nox coming right after Baszler here. And now a standing Spanish Fly takes down Baszler. Also still to come tonight, we have Solo Sikoa defending his United States Championship against the big man, Bronson Reed. And then obviously we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That will actually be coming up next, I believe. 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. The winner will be able to use the opportunity to challenge their brand's champion. So let's say, if it's on Raw, you could be challenging the United States Champion. If you're from SmackDown, you can challenge the Intercontinental Championship, European Championship, even for the Undisputed Championship as well. And now Eve Torres using her twerking ability to try to gain some type of momentum, and maybe that will help win her this matchup. As Nikki Cross looking to get a little bit extreme here. As, oh goodness, over the head there of Tegan Nox. That ain't going to be feeling good for sure. As over the top rope, down goes Becky Lynch now. And now Shayna's getting extreme with these chair shots to Tegan Nox now. You do not want Tegan Nox, or I should say Shayna Baszler, to be hitting everybody with those steel chairs, because once she takes out everyone, it's going to be game over. And now Shayna with a big boot right there to the chest/neck area of Shotzi. Oh goodness, what a jumping maneuver from Shayna. Takes down Nikki Cross there. Becky Lynch all fired up there at ringside. It's anyone's ball game. And certainly with the likes of half of these women not being able to ever have a women's world championship matchup, or even a women's championship match in general, certainly this could be their moment to get themselves a guaranteed matchup like that. Especially for Shotzi, that for Eve Torres, that for Nikki Cross, and even Shayna Baszler as well. And Shayna is a former NXT Women's Champion, but here on the main roster on Raw or even SmackDown, she hasn't been able to hold on to that main roster championship as Shotzi with a suicide dive there. Nice swinging neck breaker takes down Shotzi Blackheart. There's Tegan and Becky go at it. Tegan choke slam to the outside. Nikki Cross in the ring all by herself. If I was her, I would have grabbed the ladder and start climbing up if I had to. As now Cross with a flying crossbody. Here comes Tegan after Becky Lynch here. Who is going to walk out victorious? Who would you guys like to see walk out victorious? Let me know. Who is going to change their career? Will it be someone that has been around here for a very long time? Or will it be someone that hasn't been in the main event scene? Somebody that highly unlikely to walk out with that Money in the Bank briefcase? As now Becky Lynch with a pump handle, almost like rock bottom type of maneuver there. As now Eve Torres tosses Becky Lynch outside. Eve Torres clearing house right now. And now Eve Torres technically all by herself. Shayna Baszler all out in the corner, and now Eve Torres in the tree of woe. Certainly not the best place to be if you're if you're Shayna Baszler. Oh no, brutal headshot there, and now going to take out the knee. Eve Torres all fired up here as all the women are back in the ring. You got to be very close when this happens with all the women all being in here at once. No, it's definitely not going to be the best idea to try and climb up that ladder. Shayna Baszler tossed out of the situation. Eve Torres and Shotzi Blackheart going at it now in the middle of this ring, and down goes Shotzi. Eve Torres now, nice maneuver, taking down Shotzi once again. This might be Eve Torres' moment. She could be Miss Money in the Bank very, very shortly here. Don't know how much more they're going to have left in the tank, as now Eve Torres able to slip out of it and attack the man's left knee. Brutality at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at this maneuver. We're going to hit her with a devastating stretch for sure. Big ol' strike to the face there. Like we said, this matchup is going to be brutal, but it will be even better once you become Miss Money in the Bank and get yourself a guaranteed women's championship matchup. Yes, you might have bruises for days that will literally not be able to recover for months, but like I said, it will be worth it once you climb that ladder, grab that SmackDown Miss Money in the Bank briefcase, and you're able to cash in anytime, any place. As Shotzi gets hit with a drop kick. The man coming out of nowhere, trying to take out Shotzi, but Shotzi, what's she thinking? Oh no! I don't know if that was on the chair or the ladder, but either way, highly effective. And now she just took out Lynch. Eve Torres from behind with the ladder, or with the chair shot, pardon me. But there is some matches I would like to talk about that are left on the card. Obviously, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. At least the competitors, we talked about it briefly, but we didn't really talk about the competitors being in it. For Monday Night Raw, you have Ilya Dragunov, a former United States champion. Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, they went through literal hell recently in that gauntlet matchup. As well as Jimmy Uso, one of the members of the Bloodline. Jimmy Uso will be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. As well as from SmackDown, you have Damian Priest, Dijak, Dominic Mysterio, and Jey Uso. A little bit of everything in that match. And also, you gotta really talk about the World Championship matches. Not only the Undisputed Championship, but for the Women's Championship as well. You have, obviously, there are two going to be co-main events, essentially. With Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley, a match everybody's looking forward to, a match we've never seen officially in WWE. We were supposed to get it months ago, but unfortunately, like I mentioned before, Ronda Rousey ruined it at that time. And Jade Cargill would take it to her and really send her a message there. And Shayna, this is a little bit of a sandwich situation for all these women. These ladders and stacking up like that. You get 2 times the damage for sure, as Nikki Cross looking to take Shayna Baszler out of the equation, and down she goes. Nikki Cross, this could be her moment. Setting up the ladder. But Shotzi's like, hell no, girl, it is not going to be your moment. Shotzi going to focus on Nikki Cross. Here we go. Shayna Baszler going to get herself an opportunity to grab that briefcase, but no, Tegan Knox running into the ring, and now Tegan Knox is taking it to Shayna Baszler now. And what headshots there from Tegan Knox. Taking down Shayna Baszler, even exploding the kendo stick all over Shayna Baszler. Not the best time to grab that Money in the Bank briefcase, you can tell you that, is Tegan throws Shotzi out the way. You now have Becky Lynch and Tegan Knox in the ring now. Both women are former women's champions. As now Shotzi, nice Hurricane Rana. Tegan Knox with a face buster. I couldn't really tell if it hit on that broken chair, but if so, highly effective. But Becky Lynch able to get herself up to at least holding the rope. She seems like she's down and out at the moment. And now Eve, what is she thinking about doing to Nikki Cross? A brutal maneuver, takes down Nikki Cross. Everyone back inside the ring. Down goes Tegan to the outside. Shotzi going to follow her tag team partner. Down goes Cross. Down goes Baszler. And now you just have Shotzi. Oh, now you got Eve Torres in the ring. Hey, if you're Eve, grab the ladder. Stop focusing on these women and go in there and grab that briefcase. It seemed like Shayna at least got 1 or 2 rungs at least. She's going to have to grab a couple more if she wants to walk out victorious. Back and forth we go. Shotzi and Baszler going at it. Tegan and Eve Torres. Brutal chair shot there. And now Becky Lynch going to put her sights right there on Eve Torres. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Tegan Knox. Here we go with the shiniest wizard hitting dead on right there in the face of Becky Lynch. I think all these women would be perfect for the Money in the Bank briefcases. So many different stories, underdog stories for sure. Obviously, if you have Becky Lynch win the championship, certainly it's about, being the best of the best and building her legacy on being a first ballot Hall of Famer, but becoming unbeatable and continuing to hold the championship. For Becky Lynch, when she has won championships, she has tended to have issues with holding the championship very long when it comes to holding the women's championship. When she was tag team champion, she knew how to hold on to that championship for very long. But when it comes to the main championship for the show, she just could not hold on to it very long. As down goes Shayna Baszler there. Becky Lynch trying to grab that ladder, not really working out in her favor here, as now Eve and Becky target each other and a big old snap suplex there. Oh, look to getting more extreme there. Are we in Philadelphia? Because damn, we are hitting all sorts of extreme notes here tonight. Tegan now from behind. Uh-oh. This ain't going to end well. Fall away slam. Trying to go for the pinfall, but obviously that wouldn't work out in this matchup. This is all to become Miss Money in the Bank. Could one of these women cash in like Asuka did last night? An opportunity to change her career and interrupt a matchup of a lifetime, that being one of the main events of the evening. What we saw, or what we're going to see, pardon me, Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. It's going to be a great, great match. I can tell you that for sure. I can't wait to see that matchup. Because now, looks like Becky Lynch going to grab a ladder. And almost, I thought maybe for a minute she was going to connect. But Shayna Baszler connecting with her own strikes as Tegan and Eve Torres continue to duke it out in the middle of this ring. And now Torres, this ain't going to end well. Connecting, oh no, she misses the moonsault. Tegan Knox able to move out the way. And now Tegan Knox, with that shiniest wizard, takes down Eve Torres. Obviously, if there's a pinfall or submission in this matchup, maybe Tegan Knox could have probably won this matchup already. But obviously, this ladder matchup, anything goes. You have to climb up the ladder just to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, almost tossing him into the steel steps there. Or tossing her, pardon me, into the steel steps. Eve Torres talking some trash, trying to get one of these women to make their way over here. And now we have 4 ladders within all these 6 women here. Shotzi has the money in the money ladder right now. We're going to look to climb up the ladder. Everyone's focused on each other here. Here we go. Shotzi Blackheart climbing up the ladder. She's going to try to take it down one by one here. Looks like she has 2 of them down. Now Shayna going to climb it up here. Oh no. Oh no, this ain't gonna good. This ain't gonna be good. Right there. Shayna lands on that steel chair there, as she connected with that swinging neck breaker off the top of that ladder, man. Absolutely vicious. And now Shayna, oh no, she's going to inflict as much pain as possible, as now Eve Torres might do it. She only has a couple more rungs, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the moment. Just a couple more rungs. Eve Torres, will it be her moment? No, it won't, as she gets powerbombed on the broken kendo stick. And now here comes Becky, tossing Shayna right over the top rope. Tegan and Shotzi, former women's tag team champions in their own right, getting themselves back in the ring. But now Shotzi and Lynch are going to work together. Almost looked like the Powder Puff Girls with all their hair nice and saguri. Tegan Knox takes the chair out there, or the ladder with her, pardon me, and just like that, kind of changes up the momentum, and it really takes any momentum that anybody had, and it throws it out the car window. Nikki Cross now going to interject, bring in that ladder, try to get herself a moment to climb up the ladder, change her career for the better. You have everybody in the ring. I don't think anybody notices right now. Nikki Cross, this could be it. Is this Nikki Cross's moment? Here we go. And Nikki Cross has done it. Nikki Cross has your Miss Money in the Bank for SmackDown. Highly unexpected. There's moments where it kind of looked like he was going to go either way for a lot of these women. Shayna Baszler had her hands on it. You know, Tegan was getting on her hands on it early, but ultimately, Nikki Cross tonight is your SmackDown Miss Money in the Bank. Out of all women, certainly very underrated, but Nikki Cross, she has been here for a very long time, and she gets her defining moment. Nikki Cross is Miss Money in the Bank. Congratulations to her, and we'll see if she cashes in later on tonight here at WrestleMania. The matchup has officially started. We're just coming out from that last match. All the competitors of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal are out here now, and they are wrestling for a massive opportunity to challenge for their brands, prospective brands, championship. Now they can challenge from anything from the United States Championship, anything to the World Championship, or their prospective brand. Pardon me, I can't talk. As Grayson Waller is eliminated. Dijak with a big time choke slam backbreaker. And Theory going to certainly try to eliminate Ilya Dragunov here. Oh, big power bomb there to Jey Uso. And now, nice uppercut there from Jimmy. Jimmy trying to get himself an opportunity, especially. Well, actually, what do you think about for Jimmy Uso if he happens to win? What championship is he going to challenge for? Would he challenge for the CM Punk's World Championship? Because Solo Sikoa is the United States Champion. How would that work for them? A lot of things would be to think there, and especially for the Judgment Day, ladies and gentlemen. Judgment Day have two championships, the Intercontinental Championship and the European Championship. And the only championship they could really challenge for necessarily would be the Undisputed Championship that currently Sami Zayn holds. They very well could be changing hands tonight as Jay and Jimmy have an interaction here. Jey Uso going to have a submission hold here as T-Bar, formerly known as T-Bar there, known as Dijak, takes down Damian Priest. Jimmy and Jay continuing to battle out. Ilya Dragunov from behind now. Looks like we're going to have Jimmy and Ilya have a short working relationship here early on. Anyone's ball game to win here, but certainly with an opportunity to change their career tonight. As a Dragunov trying to take out everybody in his way tonight, but certainly dealing with a lot of Judgment Day members. Jey Uso, luckily he has not been targeted right now since he is on the rope now. Maybe he's going to try and bait someone in to easily be thrown over the top. But now Jay going to focus on his brother now. Middle of the ring. We've only had one elimination so far. That being Grayson Waller. No Grayson Waller effect tonight live at WrestleMania. Is now Jay going to look to eliminate Dominic Mysterio. Is Dominic going to be eliminated? No, this could be it. But no, Damian Priest stops it. He stops the possible elimination. And he connects to Jay with that swinging of that leg. Is now Priest now. Looking for that crucifix powerbomb. No, Dijak able to slip out of it. The big man survives. And now you got Theory being decimated right there from Ilya Dragunov. We know the history from Ilya Dragunov and Austin Theory. And now Jay going to focus on that lower back of Ilya Dragunov. Slowly but surely trying to decimate your opponent so you can easily toss him over the top rope. That's all you got to do in these type of moments. Easier said than done, but certainly with a massive opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to get a guaranteed championship opportunity. Question is, when would you use that opportunity? That's something else. Is now Dominic saving Dijak from a possible elimination there. Teams are working together. That's what you love to see in these type of matches. And now Jay, big old Samoan drop, takes down Priest. Ilya Dragunov in the corner. Jimmy Uso's in trouble here on the ropes here. I'm sorry, he's not getting eliminated. Big boot, and Jimmy Uso is eliminated. He just got the big boot to the face, and now that will mean Jimmy will not get a championship opportunity down the line. And now we are down to 6. We have Damian, Austin Theory, Jey Uso, Dragunov, Mysterio, and Dijak. Massive opportunity for these 6 superstars. On the grandest stage of them all, it's a brutal impaler DDT there from Priest. And now T-Bar with a release over the head suplex. He made that look very, very easy, I can tell you that. And now Dragunov is in trouble. And of course, Dragunov is eliminated, and so is Mysterio. We are down to 4. 2 from the Judgment Day, 1 Jey Uso, and 1 Austin Theory. Dijak didn't care if you're the Judgment Day or not. You're just in his way. You're just another number. Now Jay, multiple strikes there to Austin Theory, bringing the big old haymakers as Dijak and Damian Priest continue to go at it. Priest now going to look to eliminate Jey Uso here. At least it looked like he was, but it didn't work out. And now Priest has too much focus on Dijak. Brutal neck breaker, man. That is not going to be feeling too good. You would think Dijak and Priest would maybe want to work together, but obviously with what happened to Mysterio just moments ago, Dijak probably throwing that chances of working together out the window. And now A-Town down Austin Theory, keeping himself in the matchup as long as he can. Don't know how much longer he can keep himself in this matchup, but little by little, that's all you can do in these situations. Priest now going to look to eliminate Dijak. Theory trying to eliminate Jey Uso. Down goes Dijak. You have Priest, Theory, and Jey Uso. Who is going to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? A big opportunity for all 3 of these superstars as Theory takes down the big man's left knee. Uso and Theory going at it now. Going for that jumping clothesline. Lily jumps right over Theory, and now Theory has the upper hand in this big time matchup. Still to come, we have the United States Championship, the Raw Tag Team Championships. That's going to be a massive matchup there. Also, the Women's Championship as well as the Undisputed Championship is on the line as well. Plenty left to come here on this prestigious night. Will we see any new champions? Will we see any cash-ins tonight? Live at WrestleMania is Damian Priest with a South of Heaven chokeslam to Theory. And now Uso and Damian Priest going to go at it. If I was Jay and Damian, I'd work together to get rid of Theory at that moment and try to see if, it comes down to both of these superstars. But certainly, it'd be a good idea to get rid of Priest as well, the strongest out of the 3. So I don't know, you gotta have a game plan in these type of moments as a super kick to Austin Theory, big old glancing blow, and now big time release body slam there, takes down Jay. Who is going to walk out victorious, ladies and gentlemen? Career defining moment for all 3. Priest now. Priest looking to eliminate Jey Uso. Uso trying to keep himself in the ball game, but he cannot. And now it comes down to Theory and Damian Priest, all with an opportunity on the line here. Will it be the Judgment Day? Will it be Theory here? Theory already is a multi-time United States champion, former Raw Tag Team champion as well. What championship could Theory be challenging for if he wins this? As A-Town down there to Damian Priest. Priest is in trouble. I think Priest is knocked out, if I can say so myself. Vicious backbreaker. Theory seems to be very good in these type of matches. He's looked quite well tonight in this matchup. He went through literal hell in that Raw Tag Team Gauntlet matchup with himself and Grayson Waller. But now, these guys have to survive this battle royal between each other. Nice sidewalk slam taking down Austin Theory. Can Priest get his moment? You know, last singles championship Damian Priest has held has been that European championship. Is now choking the life out of Austin Theory. Theory nowhere to go. He could literally pass out here and just be easily tossed over the top rope. And just look at that, just suffocating the life out of Austin Theory. Theory's going to show some fight right now. And of course, as soon as I say it, he's about to. Big punches to the kidneys. Keeps himself in this matchup, at least momentarily. And now Priest. Priest going to make sure Theory is going to be decimated from top to bottom. So maybe to try to eliminate him here fast, as they now south of heaven chokeslammed Austin Theory. This matchup has been very, very brutal from the get-go. Priest, springboard forearm. That is one of those maneuvers that I necessarily wouldn't believe it's the best idea to do, just in the terms of what we're seeing here, with it being a high-stakes battle royal like it is. You know, Priest, hard Irish whip, and down goes Theory, and the punishment, or I should say the Punisher of the Judgment Day, walks out the winner of this massive, massive Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That means Damian Priest can challenge for whatever championship on his respective brand. It could be anything from the Undisputed Championship, Intercontinental Championship, European Championship, you name it. Damian Priest can challenge for it. But the question is, for Damian Priest, what exactly would that be the championship he would go after, especially with McDonough holding two of those? Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Tag Team Championship match from Monday Night Raw. You had a massive gauntlet matchup. You saw DIY win it, but The Rock said, hey, no, we're going to have ourselves one more match. You're going to see myself and Roman Reigns in the tag team match. Then we'd see Rock and Roman defeat DIY, and now that is why you're seeing them in this tag team championship match. Look at The Rock. He's telling this crowd to be silent. He's telling them to be quiet and accept the greatness that The Rock has brought to WWE. One of the best to ever do it is The Rock. Roman Reigns has the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it certainly could be Roman and The Rock's night, ladies and gentlemen. Not only winning the Money in the Bank briefcase to start off WrestleMania Night 1 last night, but now Roman and The Rock could be the Raw Tag Team Champions and defeat this team coming out here next. As now here comes D-Generation X, the Raw Tag Team Champions, Braun Breaker, as well as Big E. Will this be the last night for their championship reign? Big time questions that we're going to have answers to in just a short matter of time, as there's Braun Breaker, there's Big E, and there is the Raw General Manager Shawn Michaels, who defeated Drew McIntyre earlier on tonight. McIntyre put his heart and soul in that matchup, but Shawn, being Mr. WrestleMania that he is, he's able to really find that extra juice that was down inside of him and really dig down deep and defeat the Scottish Warrior. But now you got this numbers game no more. It's an even keel 3-on-3 with Paul Heyman being here with the Bloodline and Shawn Michaels being out here with his boys in D-Generation X. I guarantee you there will be a lot of interference from ringside. If not, I'd be absolutely surprised in this Raw Tag Team Championship match. Two stables going at it. DX, Bloodline, Raw Tag Team Champions in just mere moments. Who do you guys see walking out with the Tag Team Championships? Will Breaker and Big E be able to somehow outsmart the people's champion and you're the tribal chief? Seems like we are just mere moments from finding that out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 530 pounds, The Rock and Roman Reigns, the
The
Bloodline.
Bloodline. Rock looks absolutely focused. Roman looks like he's in great shape as well. This is going to be a fantastic tag team matchup. These guys are going to beat the living crap out of each other. Look at Big E, Braun Breaker not even flinching. They look like they are ready to beat the snot out of the Bloodline. We're going to see it right here, right now, live at WrestleMania. Could we be moments away from seeing new tag team champions? The Rock certainly seems so since he made that matchup on the pre-show. But here we go, Rock and Braun. Referee rings the bell. The Rock and Braun Breaker gonna break off, or start this matchup, I should say, as a underhook takedown there of the Rock early on. Trying to bring it to Rock early and often in this matchup, as he should. Now, Breaker and Big E, this is a good idea. Having frequent tags early and try to bring it to Rock. He's certainly not going to have the cardio that he did back in the day, but you cannot look past the Rock as well. I don't know, honestly, if I'm D-Generation X, who I would prefer to have in the ring at all. Because, I mean, technically, The Rock has had a tag team match earlier on tonight on the pre-show. So, I mean, Rock and Roman are 100% necessarily, but Breaker and Big E are. As here we go with the tag. Here comes Braun and Big E here. Here we go. Some innovative offense, the double knees to the Rock. Rock is going to look for a tag, and he does. Here comes your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. We've seen Roman Reigns and Braun Breaker go at it in singles action before. Roman Reigns would end up spearing Braun Breaker and walk out victorious. That matchup was kind of deemed more of a spear versus spear. Braun has said that he has the best spear in the business. It seemed like maybe Roman Reigns kind of took that personally with how that happened. And now Roman, oh goodness. Brutal clothesline, and now Roman showing that agility and speed with coming right after Breaker. And look at that, Reigns out of nowhere, over the top rope, takes down Braun Breaker, and Roman Reigns has the momentum. Could we just be mere moments away, like we said, from new tag team champions right now? Reigns gonna take it, try to inflict as much damage as he can. He doesn't care who's in front of him, especially fan-wise, as a big boot takes down Braun. Braun has a big cut on his forehead there, something to really look into here. As a brutal knee right to the dome there of Braun Breaker. Both these men need to start getting themselves back inside the ring to avoid a count-out possibility, especially with the Raw Tag Team Championships being on the line here. And now Reigns gets himself back in the ring here. Are we going to have ourselves a count-out? Breaker just back in time, and now Breaker all fired up. That blood just gushing out of his forehead area. That may have just maybe started to piss off Braun Breaker. Maybe it has awakened the Braun Breaker monster that is inside of him. And now Breaker looks like maybe he's going to go after Rock there early on, but decided not to. And now a Uranagi to Braun Breaker. And Rock brought it up earlier on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, about, last year WrestleMania. It was a whole different story with, The Rock and everything like that. Certainly losing to Bray Wyatt, the late great Bray Wyatt. And certainly it's a whole different story, though. The Bloodline looking to have a better WrestleMania, and certainly so far it has been, as Braun Breaker dropped right on the top rope. And this is not what you want. Oh no, big headbutt to the, I guess very close to the groin area of sorts. Is now Breaker going to swing that right leg around. Pinfall opportunity, big time to pick up a win, but a strong kick out. Back and forth we go. Anyone's ball game here. Is now Roman with a submission hold. We've seen this maneuver before. He's won multiple matches throughout his career with it, but Big E saves the matchup momentarily. And now Roman going to toss Big E off the ropes here. And now Roman wants to get some more hands on Big E. 2-for-1 specials only here at WrestleMania. It's a damn shame that we're even seeing the damn bloodline even in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This is supposed to be DIY's moment, not the bloodline's damn moment. As now Roman tossed into the corner here. Breaker, that blood gushing down his face like we mentioned, trying to keep himself in this matchup as long as he can. And Breaker maybe looking for a tag here. Yes, he will. And Roman going to wait for Big E to maybe do something, and Big E running right through him like a freight train. And look at the power and strength of Big E, man. Look at that, making that look so effortless. A lot of times it'd be a lot harder for a lot of these superstars, but Big E making it look picture perfect. Yes, I know that both these teams are not fan favorites, but you gotta honestly take in that strength and power from both teams that make it look oh so easy. Big E now looking to continue to bring the fight to Roman Reigns as much as he can. This is the moment that you need to do it. Reigns in the corner, that is not what you want to be in right now. But Reigns continuing to fight back. Big punch to the kidneys. Reigns now. Oh! Big maneuver takedown there. Takes down Big E. And now Roman setting up for a possible spear. Here we go. Spear! Spear cutting Big E in half. Is this it? 2. No, Big E kicks out. That was a hellacious spear, turning Big E inside out, and Roman making sure that all of you guys here in Hollywood, California, and everybody watching at home will be acknowledging your tribal chief, as now you may be acknowledging him as not only Mr. Money in the Bank, but the Raw Tag Team Champions. Will he make Braun Breaker tap out here? Nowhere to go. Braun Breaker, he's going to have to fight out of it. He's trying to, and he outpowers Roman Reigns there momentarily. But a little bit slower in that exchange because he's dealing with the blood that is flowing through him. And oh no, Reigns, he's already hit one spear. Imagine if he hits the spear on Braun Breaker. Reigns, spear, he got him in half. Broke him in half. 1, 2, 3. The Bloodline are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Damn it. I know it's not much better than having D-Generation X, but this at least I would want to see DIY having this moment. But now it's the Bloodline. And now The Rock and Roman Reigns rule Monday Night Raw with the Money in the Bank briefcase, the Raw Tag Team Championships, and even the United States Championship. I can't believe I'm even saying that. The Rock and Roman Reigns on top of the Tag Team division. The blood just flowing through the Bloodline tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This weekend has been all about the Bloodline, and it will continue to grow by the hour. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a legendary matchup happens tonight as John Cena, this man a lot of people have called the greatest of all time, will take on another superstar that is deemed the greatest of all time. That is the dead man, the Undertaker. This is scheduled to be the Undertaker's very last match. He plans on retiring. He has said that he plans on making appearances, but it seems like from what he has said, he is planning on retiring here tonight, the grandest stage of them all, pardon me. And what better way for the Undertaker to do it than against John Cena. Cena was looking for an opportunity to have a match at WrestleMania. Undertaker saying, hey, look no further. And Cena, Taker, having one of the best reigns of all time here in WWE. But only one man can walk out victorious. Will it be The Undertaker? Will it be John Cena? John Cena says he still has plenty left in the tank and plans on walking out victorious and taking on the dead man here tonight. As here comes The Undertaker, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Can The Undertaker go out on top like he wants to? Having one of those long careers like he has done here in WWE. Surprised he hasn't retired a long time ago. But certainly long live the dead man for sure. Towards the end of the career, you'd only have a handful of, obviously, matches. A lot of times it was at WrestleMania. But for the dead man to have the undefeated streak that he did, and so far here in WWE, he is 1-0 at WrestleMania. He has defeated the Icon Sting last year at WrestleMania. But now this is a whole different superstar. A man that probably is a lot better than Sting in the middle of the ring. Yeah, it could be arguably said, but I believe so. Sting had a hell of a career in NXT, ladies and gentlemen. He showed what he brought to the table. And we saw Sting's last match losing it inside of a Hell in a Cell matchup to Malachi Black there of NXT. But now we have to figure out what goes on between two of the best to ever do it here tonight. This is the last matchup before we get to 3 straight championship matches for the night. We still have the Undisputed Championship, the Women's Championship, as well as the United States Championship. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Cena and The Undertaker. And you guys remember when Cena first got into the business with that ruthless aggression, when Cena would very well close to beat Kurt Angle when he first debuted in 2003. Their first man backstage to give him props was The Undertaker. Out of all people, it was The Undertaker. At that time, he was the undisputed champion. And to get props when you first debut by a man like The Undertaker, it takes major props. It's not like you easily get respect from the dead man. Cena deciding not to go high risk. Cena throughout the years has certainly had his fair share of injuries, and certainly a Batista bomb by Batista in 2008 certainly broke his neck and took Cena out of action. So a lot of times Cena, I believe, probably has to rethink about what he wants to do in these type of matches. Trying to go for a belly-to-belly, it seemed like, but Taker one step ahead of him. But now Taker, big-time closed-handed punch here. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough to put away Cena? No, at least not yet. The matchup continues. And now Taker, you do not want to get in a striking battle with The Undertaker. He'll do what exactly he just did and take you down and out. As, oh goodness, I believe the elbow connected to either the lower back or the upper chest. I couldn't really tell, but certainly it seemed like it did a lot of damage to Cena, and it even did some damage to The Undertaker. But with this being the last matchup for The Undertaker, he's certainly going to want to go all out in this matchup, as this is essentially his quote-unquote last ride. And now Taker, a little bit time for some old school. Wouldn't be WrestleMania, it wouldn't be The Undertaker without going a little bit of old school tonight at WrestleMania, as here we go, old school to John Cena. And now Cena in trouble. Taker has him in position for the pinfall. 2. No, strong kick out from Cena. Both these men have made themselves a hellacious amount of big wins throughout their career, as it looked like Taker may have been thinking about a last ride there to John Cena, but John Cena not going to go out just like that just yet, as now off the ropes, Cena trying to catch him. But Taker, I believe yes, it is a little bit faster in the exchange, is now Big Boot City from The Undertaker. And now Taker with a big leg drop. Misses out. Cena now with a crossbody. The matchup is starting to heat up, ladies and gentlemen. That respect is being tossed out the window. I can tell you that. As now Cena swinging face buster. Down goes Taker. And now, oh goodness, what a strike to the nose. Taker may have had, he's bleeding, but it looks like it might be a busted nose, ladies and gentlemen. And now Cena. It wouldn't be WrestleMania without Cena hitting the 5-knuckle shuffle. Here we go, John Cena. 5-knuckle shuffle right to from John Cena to the Undertaker. And now Cena has him up. Attitude adjustment to the Undertaker. Is this it? 2. No, Taker kicks out. That was probably Cena's best opportunity to win this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, I believe. And now Cena, one more time out of nowhere. Attitude adjustment. Can Taker get out of it again? 2, 3, no. Cena defeats The Undertaker, and quite possibly Undertaker's last matchup. Back and forth it went, but Cena was able to block the last stride early in the matchup, and it was the downfall of The Undertaker, as that was the second attitude adjustment. And just like that, Cena walks out victorious at the grandest stage of them all against The Undertaker. You hate to see Undertaker go out the way he did, but certainly it was a back and forth matchup. But Cena did what he set out to do, that was to defeat The Undertaker, and we'll see what's next for Cena in the future.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to run into 3 straight championship matches. You are going to run into Bronson Reed challenging for the United States Championship here tonight at WrestleMania. You're going to see Rhea Ripley challenge for the Women's Championship that is held by Jade Cargill. Then the main event of the evening, AJ Styles, your Royal Rumble winner, will be challenging Sami Zayn, the Undisputed Champion. That matchup is going to be very, very intriguing, and certainly with AJ Styles costing Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens the SmackDown Tag Team Championships last night at WrestleMania Night 1, certainly Sami Zayn is not going to be too happy. And not only that, Sami would be attacked by AJ Styles after that as well. So it's going to be one of those matches, ladies and gentlemen, that it's going to change the future, better or for worse. We're seeing, a shocking change in attitude from AJ Styles. We'll see if that shocking change will help AJ Styles win that Undisputed Championship. As now we wait for Solo Sikoa, the United States Champion, to make his rounds and make his way down to the ring. This past month has been very eventful for Solo Sikoa, defending it against the likes of Cameron Grimes and also Austin Theory. Bronson Reed would come out after that and say, hey, you know what? If you're looking for a WrestleMania matchup, face me at WrestleMania. 2 guys that love to fight in the middle of the ring. 2 big guys slapping me, beating the snot out of each other. And well, Solo said, hey, I'll see you at WrestleMania. So we're going to get it here tonight in just mere seconds. This is a prove-it moment for Solo Sikoa. You have a very dominant former champion in Bronson Reed, and now you're going to get Solo Sikoa, the United States Champion. Can he continue to look impressive tonight? As there it is for the prestigious United States Championship, everybody. Here we go.
Introducing the challenger from Adelaide, Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds,
Bronson Reed looks very, very even-keeled. Seems like he's focused right now.
Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds. He is the WWE United States Champion, Solo Sikoa.
Look at Solo Sikoa. He looks so unfazed right now, as he should be. He is the enforcer of the Bloodline. The Bloodline has taken over Monday Night Raw. Not only is Reigns the Raw Tag Team Champion, he's Mr. Money in the Bank. You have Solo Sikoa, the United States Champion. Does that change? We're about to figure it out. But if not, certainly it's going to be very intriguing, ladies and gentlemen, what the future is going to look like on Monday Night Raw, or whatever brand the Bloodline go to. Referee has officially made this matchup official. United States Championship is on the line between these two. A moment that will defy generations. Two massive superstars. It has been the year of Bronson Reed in the terms of what he's brought to championships. From the $1 Million Championship to the United States Championship as well. This man has had one heck of a 2023. My question is, if he's able to win tonight, what brand would be good for Bronson Reed? And even if he happens to lose, for Bronson Reed is a suicide dive by the big man. My question is for Bronson Reed is, what brand would fit him the best? Would it be back here on Monday Night Raw? Would it be on SmackDown? Or would it be back in NXT? And there's nothing wrong with NXT. Certainly with everybody being available to be drafted to any brand from top to bottom, certainly, it's not going to be your same old NXT, more than likely. Won't be your same Raw. Won't be your same SmackDown. The general managers will figure out something. It's a big old clothesline. Bronson Reed decapitating Solo Sikoa here tonight. And now Bronson Reed with a big old headbutt there to Solo. This is the type of matchup you want to see, the brutal physicality. But right now it's been pretty one-sided from Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed has Solo Sikoa's number, at least at this moment. And now Reed going to look to end it here very, very quickly. Pinfall opportunity, but Solo with a strong kick out. It's going to take a lot more to take down the street champion and the enforcer of the Bloodline. And now, oh goodness, vicious knee, man. Solo's got to figure out something fast, man, or this is going to be a fast title matchup, and this is going to be moments away from seeing Bronson Reed once again becoming United States Champion. Reed trying to get himself up here. Here comes Solo. Big haymaker there on that cast on his right hand. He could probably use that as a weapon as well. Obviously, he tapes that up so he can hit that Samoan spike with his thumb, but still, he can use that wrap to his advantage, I believe. Especially when he's using his haymakers to punch his opponents. And now Solo going to go high risk, high reward situation for the enforcer. Oh, the elbow misses. Bronson Reed moves out the way. And now we could be moments away from seeing a new champion. Death Valley Driver. Down goes Solo Sikoa. And now Bronson Reed going to look for the tsunami. If he hits it, it's game over. Oh my God. Tsunami to Solo. New champion aboard. And oh, wait, Bronson Reed stopping the pinfall? He is stopping it. He had the matchup won, but for some reason this man wants to continue the fight. Oh no. Look at that spinning rock bottom. That is shades of Solo Sikoa. Bronson Reed pulling out Solo's maneuvers in this matchup. Oh, but Reed with his own maneuvers into an enziguri. And Bronson Reed, he's one heck of a monster. And it seems like Bronson Reed doesn't want to end it from there. He wants to continue to fight. Even though he had the United States Championship won, he wants to inflict some damage. Send a message to Solo Sikoa that, hey, I had you beat, champ, but we're going to continue this matchup to show you how really good I really am. As Reed, with a big boot to the side of the skull, takes down Solo Sikoa. Only could imagine what else can happen between both of these two. Looking to put on a wrestling clinic in this matchup as it gets tossed right into the hardest part of the table there. Bronson Reed all fired up. Solo Sikoa finally getting up to his feet. And now Reed going to break up a possible count-out victory And obviously, even if Bronson Reed were to win it, obviously that'd be a dumb decision by him, because obviously he wants to walk out with the United States Championship. Pardon me. The spinning forearm strike takes down Solo Sikoa briefly, and now Bronson Reed setting up on our announce table here. This could get very ugly, very fast here. Into another enziguri there. Bronson Reed again stopping the count, wants to inflict as much damage on him. And like I mentioned, if I'm Bronson Reed, I don't continue to do this. I continue, at least I grab him, throw him in the ring, and then you can do all this extra ordinary stuff inside the ring. As Solo being all torqued up in a bad position no matter what here. And now Reed gonna toss Solo right into the apron. Both men need to get themselves back inside of the ring here. Reed now gonna toss Solo back in the ring. Anyone's ball game, but right now it is all Bronson Reed now live at WrestleMania. Don't know how much more is left in the tank for both men. Bronson Reed, oh no, Solo is in the landing zone. Another tsunami. Jesus. Bronson Reed has this match in the bag. Bronson Reed is about to have himself a match of a lifetime tonight, with a massive win in his books here in just mere moments. I honestly don't know how much more these guys can take. As a look at it, the spinning heel kick there from Solo Sikoa, just like that. But no, Bronson Reed now. Bronson Reed, Death Valley driver to Solo Sikoa. Is this a pinfall? Will this be enough? No, Solo kicks out. How in the hell did he get out of that? And now Solo with a big haymaker, and again trying to keep himself in this matchup as much as he can, as a belly to the big man. And Solo's all fired up, as he should be, because now he changes the direction of this match. He's eaten multiple tsunamis, but this man is somehow still in this. Misses the spinning heel kick, but no, Reed runs right into that maneuver. And now, oh goodness, a vicious headbutt there from Solo. This matchup was completely one-sided, but now Bronson Reed is eating some damage from the enforcer. He dodged that brutal maneuver, and now Solo with his own reversal. Back and forth we go at this moment, ladies and gentlemen. Solo's very lucky to still have not been pinned, and luckily it wasn't enough, as now Solo picks him up. Big time Samoan drop there from the enforcer of the bloodline. And now Solo not playing around, looking to put away Mr. Bronson Reed with that swinging rock bottom. Is that enough? No, Reed kicks out. Reed kicks out, and Solo cannot believe it. But Solo needs to stay on Bronson Reed, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot let him by. And now Solo not playing around. Samoan spike to Bronson Reed. Is this it a second time? 2, 3. Solo Sikoa is still your United States champion. What a brawl back and forth. Look at that Death Valley driver so close to the ropes. This was towards the end of the matchup. Look how close it was. Solo Sikoa having the shoulders down, but again, getting that Samoan drop from Solo, and eventually hitting this spike right there, jabbing him right in the throat. And it looks like the Bloodline are walking out with most of the championships on Monday Night Raw. You got not only the Money in the Bank briefcase, you got the United States Championship, as well as the Raw Tag Team Championships. The only major championship they're missing out on is the World Heavyweight Championship, and that is around the waist of CM Punk.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your co-main event of the evening. It is Rhea Ripley the winner of the Elimination Chamber that earned this opportunity. She will be challenging the undefeated Jade Cargill. The storm is a-brewing here at WrestleMania. Will that storm continue under the Women's Championship division, as Jade Cargill is your top woman? But it very well could change with the Eradicator. She could very well walk out new Women's Champion. You have two behemoths going at it, the top of their game, and they are colliding in essentially the co-main event of WrestleMania. We saw a new world champion last night in CM Punk. We saw Asuka. I guess it was Bianca defeated Bayley. Then Asuka cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase on Bianca Belair and became the new champion. Now we'll see if there's a change at the top of the SmackDown side of things. Will it be the Eradicator, or will it stay the same with Jade Cargill? And same for the men's side. Will it be the phenomenal AJ Styles, or will it be Sami Zayn? These two matches are going to tear this building apart. If it had a roof, it'd already be blown away, I can tell you that. As now we wait for the storm to come down to the ring and take over WrestleMania. As here we go, here comes your women's champion, Jade Cargill. An opportunity of a lifetime, her first ever WrestleMania, and it's certainly going to be the biggest matchup of her entire career. She's had great matches with the likes of Becky Lynch, Asuka, Ronda Rousey, Raquel Rodriguez. You name it, Jade Cargill has put them down. But there is one woman she has failed to face yet, but she will finally face her. That is Rhea Ripley tonight in this co-main event. Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley are looking to take over the SmackDown roster tonight. Something's got to give. Two women that are on top of their game. Only one can walk out victorious. Rhea Ripley got the upper hand on Jade Cargill recently on SmackDown, so Jade's not going to be too happy about that. It's one of those times that you see Jade actually being attacked and actually works in the favor of the challenger. And then look at the Eradicator. She looks like she is ready. She looks like this may be her moment. And look at Jade Cargill. She's fired up as well. The intensity is there for both women for this women's championship matchup. Who will walk out with the women's championship and be the head of the women's division? Certainly there could be a change-up on the side of SmackDown. Rhea Ripley is ready. The referee is ready. I hope you guys are ready, because I am ready. Who is going to win tonight in this co-main event of WrestleMania? Here we go. Matchup is made official. The matchup has started, and Jade Cargill coming right out of the gate, coming right after Rhea. She's going to look to send a message to Rhea early and often. Definitely Jade doesn't like when somebody tries to bully her, and right now she's flexing on Rhea Ripley. And now she's going to get stretched out by Rhea Ripley. A little bit of a abdominal stretch right there to the ribs of Jade Cargill. A nice arm drag takedown there of Rhea. As both women back up to her feet. Rhea Ripley a little bit faster to getting up to her feet, actually. And now Rhea Ripley going to look to bring the fight to Jade now. Both these women are very arrogant superstars. Certainly both the fans, I would personally say that, obviously they're not fan favorites, but certainly if you had to pick one, I'm sure they would definitely tell you who they would like to win and walk out and become your women's champion. Could be Jade. As a pedigree there from Jade Cargill. Obviously shades of the game Triple H there, the one that brought her in to WWE. A fantastic signing so far for the game. And now Rhea Ripley trying to roll her out, but did you see Jade Cargill was one step ahead of her? She knew exactly what Rhea Ripley was going to plan on doing. And look at Jade flexing right on Rhea, but that was a bad, I was going to say that was a bad thing to do, but Jade Cargill was able to drop her, and now talking about getting dropped, down goes the champion. Big pinfall opportunity here. Will this be enough? Obviously not, and Rhea was really hoping it would be, but certainly, obviously it's not going to be this early in the matchup. Nice side slam maneuver, keeps Rhea Ripley down for the moment. Oh, big boot, here comes Jade Cargill. Showing you that strength and power, takes her down, making it look oh so easy. And for the SmackDown side of things, ladies and gentlemen, earlier on tonight, Nikki Cross was able to walk out Miss Money in the Bank. And could you imagine if we see that happen tonight? As what a maneuver from Jade Cargill, laying down Rhea Ripley like it was nothing. Jade Cargill now. Oh, this could be it. If she hits this, down goes Rhea. Is Jade Cargill about to win? She's doing a veteran thing, dragging Rhea Ripley away from the rope so she can't grab the bottom rope. Pinfall. Is this it? 2. No, Rhea kicks out at the last second. And Jade cannot believe it. But right now, Jade cannot get frustrated as the champion. She should know that Rhea is going to have to take a lot more. And that... especially that's a lot more that maybe Jade doesn't want to expect from her challengers. As, looking for that electric chair takedown. No, she's not actually. What a faceplant takedown there of Jade. Is this it? Are we about to see a new women's champion? 2. No. Jade Cargill keeps herself in this matchup. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen. And the Eradicator not looking to play around, looking to make Jade Cargill submit. Middle of that ring, nowhere to go. Will Jade tap out? Center of the ring, but she's able to get out of it. But how much damage was done by Rhea Ripley there? And now Jade going to show you that strength and power. Big ol' Samoan drop takes her out. This has been a fantastic women's championship matchup. All the crowd is liking this. I'm liking this. Both women on top of their game. And talking about top of their game, Rhea Ripley with a set-out slam takes down Jade. And Jade realizes she's in trouble. She's rolling out here. Maybe, trying to bring her out here, and she does. Now we're at the barricade. Could be in for a bad predicament here. And Jade just looking to inflict as much pain as he can before getting her back inside the ring. That's what the outside is used for. You can use it anytime, any place within that 10 count. Obviously, both these women need to start getting themselves back in the ring, and to be ashamed to have a double count out between both of these women. But Rhea Ripley, jawbreaker, stuns Jade Cargill there. And vicious knee strikes there to Jade. This is that type of matchup, ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely brutal. Rhea Ripley called the Eradicator for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing her A-game every single night. Believes that she has Jade Cargill right where she wants her. And Rhea, oh goodness, she got it right on the jaw. That might be it. 2. No, Cargill kicks out at 2.5. Rhea can't not believe it though. Jade Cargill now. Here we go. Oh, but caught her flush right on the chin. And Rhea Ripley's like, hey, come on, champ. You got to do a little bit better than that. Holy crap. And Rhea could be thinking about time to hit the riptide on Jade Cargill here. Down she goes. What a maneuver from the Eradicator. But deciding not to go for the pinfall just yet. That might come back to bite Rhea, though. The frustration is definitely brewing on Rhea, but certainly for Rhea, you could have gone for the pinfall already. But it seems like she's deciding not to. She wants to inflict some more damage here. And no, drops her right on her head outside here. This is that type of matchup we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute brutality at its most, at its finest between both women. And Jade Cargill, pedigree to the outside. That certainly will help yourself win this matchup for sure. Jade now going to toss Rhea Ripley back inside the ring here. I don't know how much more Rhea Ripley has left in the tank, if I'm being honest with you. Big boot to the ribs into a vicious knee strike, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely vicious, I can tell you that. As a drop kick takes down Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley trying to stay in this matchup as much as she can. Uh-oh. This ain't going to end well for somebody, I can tell you this. Jade Cargill, a little bit of a high-risk, high-reward situation. Big time Hurricane Rana from the champion. But now Rhea feeling like she's on her last toes here, her last moment to maybe win this matchup. Certainly Jade trying to grab her. Rhea Ripley trying to connect with her. And now Jade from behind. Gonna look to put her away here. Down goes Rhea Ripley. Here we go. Pinfall. Though the rope break just saved Rhea Ripley. That could have been Jade Cargill's moment, ladies and gentlemen. As now Jade, what is she thinking? What a maneuver there from Jade Cargill. She's putting the foot to the pedal. Rhea Ripley, unless she has something she can pull out of her repertoire. Jade Cargill, this could be her moment. Here we go. Down goes Ripley. Pinfall, middle of the ring. 2, 3. Jade Cargill retains her women's championship tonight at WrestleMania. What a back and forth matchup between both of these women. Look at this. What a great maneuver that would lead to her hitting that maneuver into the pinfall. The storm is coming and it has gone through WrestleMania, and her name is Jade Cargill. What a win for Jade Cargill in the co-main event of WrestleMania against the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Here we go. It is time for your main event of the evening for Night 2. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, the one that cost Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn their SmackDown Tag Team Championships last night, goes ahead tonight against Sami Zayn and will look to beat Sami Zayn to become the Undisputed Champion. How is it going to fare tonight for the phenomenal one? It seems like has a little bit of a change in his attitude. He told us what exactly he was going to do, but not all of us took it seriously. AJ Styles told him right to his face to end SmackDown in the parking lot as Sami Zayn was trying to leave. AJ Styles said, hey, you got to keep your eyes out behind your back. Anything could happen from now all the way to the Undisputed Championship matchup. And well, that's what happened. Styles grabbed Owens from the apron as the referee was, counting the 1, 2, 3. And then after that, Styles would beat down Sami Zayn after the damn matchup. So certainly Styles knew exactly what he was doing. Nobody knew he would go to these lengths to try to win the Undisputed Championship and even screw Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens out of the Tag Team Championships. But that is what this man right here has done. That is what AJ Styles did. As now here comes Sami Zayn, your Undisputed Champion. A match of a lifetime for this man, Sami Zayn. Certainly went through hell and back last night in that tag team matchup between himself, obviously the team of himself and Owens against Ricochet and Strowman. We'll see how long that tag team works as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. But now Sami can focus as the Undisputed Champion and focus on taking down AJ Styles and get a little bit of redemption, some revenge tonight in the main event of WrestleMania. And I can tell you a lot of people are counting out this man. They're saying that AJ Styles will be able to walk through Sami Zayn. Definitely, I would say AJ Styles has Sami Zayn's number since like probably 2008, 2009 time when they were both on Monday Night Raw, but both of them are now on SmackDown. As you can see on the stage, there's Sami Zayn being on front of that stage there. But for Sami, will he retain his championship in the main event of WrestleMania? The phenomenal. He looks like he's fired up. He knows something that these people do not know.
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds. He is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Sami Zayn.
And there is your undisputed champion. Sami Zayn fought his ass off at the Elimination Chamber to outlast 5 other superstars to win that championship. Now tonight, he has to go through a very desperate AJ Styles. And now we're going to see an all-time matchup here in the main event. Last time we saw a superstar the likes of Sami Zayn, we saw Gargano hold the WWE Championship, and he lost it to Adam Cole at last year's WrestleMania. Will the same thing occur tonight? Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Your main event of a lifetime for both of these men. Sami Zayn. Oh, wait a minute. Pinfall opportunity from AJ Styles, but obviously not enough early on. But this is literally an opportunity of a lifetime for Sami Zayn to main event WrestleMania. You never know if he's going to be able to main event next year's WrestleMania. Nobody knows. No one knows what to expect. As here we go, pinfall opportunity, but once again, this time with a rope break, saving Sami Zayn early on. Styles now going to try to use some torture tactics right now to Sami Zayn. Styles knows Sami Zayn is not 100% after last night's SmackDown Tag Team title defense. And obviously, we all saw how it ended. Kevin Owens was not able to break it up when Sami Zayn was getting pinned, all due to Styles coming out, grabbing Kevin Owens, and essentially taking him out of the picture, and then eventually Styles would take out Sami Zayn, as Zayn takes out Styles there, though. And look at Styles, or Sami Zayn telling Styles to acknowledge him here. And now, big time clothesline right on the barricade as well. Back and forth between both his men, looking for a pump handle gut buster. That ain't gonna be feeling good, I can tell you that, man. Certainly not the best feel in the world to take all that air just gasping out of you. And now, Zayn gonna get himself back in the ring. Obviously, he could get himself essentially, you know, he could take the count out, but essentially, you know, it's not the type of man that he wants to be, but he may have to when he's facing off with a man like AJ Styles. Zayn was trying to go for that drop kick. Styles moved out the way, able to counter it, and now brainbuster time. And now this is where AJ Styles can get very, very dangerous and very quickly if Zayn cannot keep him down. And AJ Styles in the right place right now. He has the fans right where he wants them. Obviously, crowds are booing him especially after what happened right now, but he has the fans right in his hands, right where he wants them. And then Sami Zayn now busted open. Sami Zayn is in trouble right now. AJ Styles has taken it to the champion. Can Zayn get back in this matchup here? He desperately needs to get some type of offense going if he wants to retain the the Universal Championship. The Undisputed Universal Championship, as a Pele kick takes down Sami Zayn. Styles now. Here we go. Oh, goodness. That didn't work out in his favor there. Normally he's able to project it pretty well, but it didn't work out there. Styles now going to look for the calf killer, but Sami Zayn, the long legs, keeps him in it. And right now, Sami is struggling, and I do mean struggling, against the phenomenal AJ Styles. Zayn doing the right thing, rolling out of the ring, trying to buy him some kind of time here. Styles looking for that corkscrew, and right now that's what Sami Zayn needs. He moved out the way, and let's see if Sami can capitalize. Ooh, a little bit of a back rake. We're definitely going to be seeing that after the matchup for sure. It's a nice snap suplex there from your Undisputed Champion. And look at Zayn. Big old punches at the side of the skull, trying to send a message to AJ Styles here. And do you blame Sami Zayn? Especially after losing the SmackDown Tag Team Championships last night. It's all because of AJ Styles. And now here comes a fired up Sami Zayn. Here we go. Sami Zayn. Big time drop kick takes down the challenger. Sami Zayn's all fired up. He wants this Hollywood crowd to get behind him. He needs all of their energy. As now it is time for a blue thunder bomb to AJ. Is this it? 1, 2, 3 it is. Sami Zayn is still your undisputed champion here at WrestleMania. We saw the calf killer. It didn't amount to much after that, but right here, towards the end of the match, a blue thunder bomb takes down your challenger, and Sami Zayn is still your undisputed champion to end WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. What a moment. What a feeling for Sami Zayn to do it in the grandest stage of them all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to WrestleMania.